Hi class, so for today's assignment, I want to be able to use the example of working with a teenage schoolgirl. She lives with her mother, but she goes back and forth with her father. In the relationship itself with her mom, it's a great relationship, or she feels as if it's a better relationship, and she enjoys spending time at her mother's house. And with her father, she enjoys her father, but she's having some problems with her stepmother. So I'm going to present the idea of the genogram as being a way for the client to visually represent or create a visual representation of her family tree. And she can write down how genders and emotional relationships and any other like custom symbols would be on this genogram. At the end of it, I'm kind of present it as she has the opportunity to show this to her father or her mother, and maybe it would give them a better understanding of how she felt about the relationships. So this is how I'm just gonna play it out. Hi Heather, how are you today? That's good, I'm glad to hear that. So in our session last week, we started discussing some of the trouble that you've been having when you go visit your stepdad, and how sometimes you feel like your stepmom isn't necessarily someone who's the nicest to you, or like she doesn't really understand a lot of the things that you do or say, and you kind of feel like this is building some trouble for you to where you don't want to go spend time with your dad. Is that correct? Okay. Yeah, exactly. So that's again, thank you for sharing that with me last week. What I wanted to do today, if it's okay with you, is create a genogram. It's kind of like a life map. It's basically a visual like representation where we can write down certain people in your family, and we can create lines and we can add extra symbols on the paper, and it'll show how you feel about each relationship. This could be a good relationship, could represent a straight line. A rocky relationship could be like more of a jagged line. We can even add how some of these relationships you become more emotional with, or you feel like they cause more emotional struggles within. We can add different strengths that each of these relationships have. And we can also do it to where we show how resilient, or how you feel you become resilient to some of these relationships as well. I can go first, and then I can show you how to do, or I can show you an example. And in each section, if there's any questions or you feel like you're getting caught up and you don't know exactly what to do, we can start over. We can try it again later on. At the end of it too, I felt like maybe if this was something that you really thought you could show to your dad, or maybe even your mom, to understand you better, because I know that you said last week you were kind of feeling like they weren't really understanding you and some of the places that you were coming from. So if that would work for you, or if you're interested in doing this, we can do it.